in our life. And I believe for us to free our mind from negative thoughts, we have to really work on ourselves mentally. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, but there's a lot towards it. And let me put this. Let me start this way. For you to be free in this life, for you to be free generally, for you to be free, because freedom is everything in life. If you don't have freedom, you're not free. So, but we on our parts, we are the ones limiting ourselves when it comes to freedom. Nobody will give you freedom. You have to demand freedom. That is just the LCM of life, the bottom line of life. You have to demand freedom. If you're in politics and you think you want to go into politics, for example, and you want to get power, nobody will give it to you. You have to go in there and do what you have to do to get power. That is how negative thoughts really work. Okay. So sorry about that. Somebody came online on my phone. Okay. So what am I saying? Negative thoughts can hinder us from succeeding. Negative thoughts can hinder us from succeeding in life. And one way we can really overcome that negative thought is by having the right tools, the right information, and then the right resources to free our mind from negative thoughts. And I'm going to be sharing with you informations that can really help you to free your mind from negative thoughts. And these informations are priceless. We shall be discussing about the problems, the gain, the advantages, and then the consequences of how we can free our mind from negative thoughts and then free ourselves from whatever has been holding us. Let's be frank to ourselves. We are human beings. Negative thought is like emotion, it's like feelings, it's like beliefs, it's like energy. Once you have negative thoughts that feeds on these things, it has a way of demoralizing you. But if you have thoughts that makes you feel happy, it has a way of encouraging you. All right. So now let us go into the meat of the conversation. I want us to liken negative thoughts to fear or hormone in our body. Let's see it from that angle. Once when you have fear in your body, it has a way of waking you. It has a way of bringing you down. And these fears do accumulate, but you can still bring it down. And how do you bring it down? These are the things we're going to be discussing today. A great way of bringing it down is by believing. You have to believe, have it in your mind first, mentally. This is the way it's going to work. So, for example, now, for those of you who are Christians, I'm a Christian and I do believe in God. Today is Sunday. Sometimes people go to church just to relieve themselves of burden. For those of you who are Christians, the Bible says in Matthew 11:28, come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy loaded, and I will give you rest. So when you go to church, you are going to church to pray to God, to meet with your fellow brethren, so that you get some relief, to share your ideas, share your problems. That is how thoughts work. So if you have negative thoughts in your mind, it kind of limits you. But when you believe and you believe right, then you have a way of limiting those negative thoughts. For example, if you have negative thoughts in your mind and then you want to really overcome it, there are different ways. You could play music, you could talk to friends, to family, you can read, you can exercise. Everybody work differently. Okay, so thoughts are like words. Okay, what your words, they become your actions. What your actions, they become your habits. And what your habits, they become your character. What your character, they become your destiny. So that is how negative thoughts really work. It starts little by little. And before you know, your whole body has been encapsulated. Remember my quote again: watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character, they become your destiny. So if you have negative thoughts in your mind, it grows. Gradually, it grows without you knowing. It decays in your body. It's like having a container in your body, So for you to empty that container, you have to flush it out. For those of you who drink wine, you cannot put old wine into a new wine. It's not going to make sense. That is how negative thoughts really work in our body system. We have to flush it. We have to flush it. If you have a computer, right, you can debug your computer. If it's too much, you can flush the system in your body system for you to get refreshment. So there's a cure for negative thoughts. Okay, I've given you one: believing, either spiritually, or you can put emotionally if you go to the gym, or you could read. There are different areas, but believing comes from the mind. Okay, so let's put that into consideration. So let's talk about happiness when it comes to thoughts. We all want to be happy. Let's tell ourselves the truth. We all want to be happy in this life. Nobody wants to be sad. Any human being that tells you he or she is happy being sad, that person is lying. That person is lying. Okay, but when you're happy, your whole body system is good. There's a hormone in the body which is called adrenaline. When the hormone is oversecreted, that is that adrenaline, it produces when the body is when the let me put it this way. Look, I'm not a medical student, but I learned it from my wife, who's a medical doctor. So when the hormone is oversecreted, it produces adrenaline, so which makes you to be excited. So our body system can produce these hormones which can react. Okay, it can react, and when it reacts, then we start reacting in that direction. So that is why I always tell people everything starts from the mind. Everything starts from the mind. If you position your mind in the right perspective, the right thoughts will come into you. Let me reference back my quote I had earlier on. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character, it becomes your destiny. So it all starts from the mind. The journey of a thousand miles begins with a stop in the right direction. So negative thoughts can bring in negativity into your life. Do you want to be negative? Do you want to have thoughts in your mind that can limit you? I guess no. So in order for you to see the light in your body, you must illuminate your mind from whatever deprive you of your joy, of your happiness, because happiness is priceless. So I want you guys to know that thoughts can hinder us from moving forward in life. Your thoughts can hinder you. If you believe in something, it's going to work. For those of people who worship idols, those who believe in idol, for example, if you should believe, for example, I have a pen. This is a pen, right? If you should believe in this pen and you worship this pen, whatever you say to this pen, it can have effects. Okay, that is how it works. But those who worship idols, it is because they've already given their mind and soul to that idol, and then they believe that whatever happens to them is as a result of what that idol has done for them. That is how thoughts work. So for you to see the light of the day, you must cleanse your heart. You must sanitize your soul. You must purge your heart, purge your spirit of any negative thoughts in your mind. That is when you will now see good things. But when you start thinking negatively, start thinking, yeah, oh, I'm a victim of circumstances. Oh, life has been so hard to me. Oh, XYZ caused this pain to me. Psychologically, it starts to have an effect. But when you believe that you are responsible for whatever happens to you, you own it, then you take responsibility for your actions, then you are having a new life. Let me share an example with you guys. When I was in New York Law School, I was studying a course called taxation. That course was so hard for me. It was so challenging for me. I believe I could not make it. I believe I'm going to withdraw from the program. So during the summer of my program, I said, Henry, this tax is not you. You can't know this program. You cannot graduate from this program. So you have to quit. That was what I was telling myself. So I went on Facebook that fateful day. I saw a quote coincidentally. And that quote is, you cannot know what you know you can't know. I was like, yes, taxation is not me. I can't know taxation. It is more than me. I don't have background in accounting. I never went to college in the US. I never went to high school in the US. I never had any internship in the US of any accord. But I'm fresh from Nigeria, and now I'm reading a course I have no background in. I don't even like it. So I was like, you cannot know what you know you can't know. I said, yes, I can't know this course. It's not me. So the following week, I saw another quote on Facebook. Your desire for success should outweigh your fear for failure. Your desire for success should outweigh your fear for failure. And I said, yeah, this is positive. I don't want people to see me as a failure. I don't want my dad to see me as a failure. I don't want my siblings to see me as a failure. So I now said, you know what? I'm gonna give it um, a challenge. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to fail this program, because when I fail, I'm a failure to my friends, to my family, to my mentee, and to humanity in general. So that was what really happened. Okay. So I'm going to share more insights to you down the line. Okay, as we progress. So, like I said, thoughts can hinder you from moving forward in life. When you allow negative thoughts to reign in your life, it takes up precious space in your mind. So if you have negative thoughts in your mind, okay, there's a space that thought is accumulating. That thought ought to be a space for light. There are things you should be reserving that space for. But because you've allowed negative thoughts to come into your mind to dwell in you, then you will see your energy you will see your energy starts to drain. So those thoughts are not meant to limit us. Okay, those thoughts are meant to really empower us. And for it to empower us, we must be able to think out of the box. Okay, so thoughts are very, very instrumental. Okay, so guys, if you have any question, okay, please feel free to ask the question, and I'm going to respond to you, because I'm live on Facebook and I'm live on Instagram. So this is a weekly webinar which we shall be discussing every week, and it's going to be social interaction. It's not going to be a lecture. We're all going to really enjoy together. So like I said, our life is like a container. So container itself, we normally fill in things inside a container for it to really grow, right? Or for it to, it's like, whatever, it's like you have the water, you have a cup, and you pour water into the cup. When you start pouring water into the cup, it starts filling, right? When it gets to the brim, it starts to overflow. Okay, that is how container is. So if you have a container that is filled with garbage, I don't know what else you are expecting from life. But once you start to remove those garbage from your thoughts, from your container, and then now start filling it with good things, then you will now have a good way to go towards life. So how can we solve your problem of negative thoughts? I know this is something people want to know. How can you solve that negative thought in your mind? The first thing you have to do is that you have to sanitize your mind. You have to clean your heart. You have to purify your soul. And you have to purge your body from anything that prevents you from growing. You know, as human beings, anything that does not add to your progress does not worth your energy. Anything that does not add to your progress does not worth your energy. Anything. So for you to purge your heart from negative thoughts, for you to be free, freedom is priceless. For you to be free, you must learn to clean your heart. Cleaning your heart is not easy. Thank you. I can see Neki Beloved. Thank you for your comment. Thank you, Mr. Jones. Thank you for your write up. I really appreciate. Okay, it's not by my power; it is by God's grace. Okay, so you have to clean your heart. Cleaning your heart is not easy. Sanitizing your mind is not easy. Purifying your soul is not easy. Purging your heart and your body from anything that prevents you from growing is not easy. It's just like success. For you to break the chains of poverty in life is hard. For you to make an impact in life, it is hard. So cleansing your heart from negative thought, it is itself is hard. But there are things we can do that can help us to purge ourselves from negative thoughts. There are things we can do that can help us to be free in life. What is those things we can do? Let's take a case study of music. For me, I love music. Whenever my mind is not at peace, it's either I relax or I play music. So once you play music, depending on the kind of music you play, some people play gospel, some people play secular, some people play hip hop. It all depends. So music has a way of making us feel relaxed. Okay, so peace of mind is priceless because that is the only thing you have in this life. You know, I don't know how to really elaborate that aspect of peace of mind. Peace of mind is priceless. That's all I can say. Peace of mind is priceless. So once you can own your peace of mind, you don't owe anybody anything. Okay, you don't owe anybody anything. So you can also apply spirituality into your life. So for those of you who believe in God, you go to church, you believe, you pray, God to help you because some of all these things are not really easy. Even me that I'm talking to you right now, it's not easy for me to say, okay, I'm a human being because we all have flesh and blood. But I'm sharing with you those things that I know that has helped me over time, okay, that can help me to grow. So freedom is the best thing that can happen to you. It's just like those who are in politics. Once you're able to pay your bills, take care of yourself and your family without depending on somebody to feed you, then you're free. But once you have to look up somebody to really give you something in life, then it's a problem, it's a concern right there. So you all want to be free. And then for you to be free, you have to work towards it. Hard work pays. Hard work pays. So hard work will help you to be free in this life. But for the case study of this video, we are discussing about how we can free our mind from negative thoughts. Because once your mind is free from negative thoughts, there's a probability that you will make much impact in life. If you don't have peace of mind, you can't move. Okay, for example, I'll be discussing about marriage, relationship, and life generally in a minute. Okay, and I'm going to relate that to freedom of mind and negative thoughts. If you're married, okay, and you don't have any peace in your home, it will be hard for you to progress. If you're a man, you're married, and your house is not in peace, succeeding can be a challenge. Maybe your wife is like a nagging person, and if your wife and your husband is not giving you peace of mind, it will be hard for you to really progress. For me, I'm a writer. For you to write, you must have sanity of mind. You must have clean thoughts. You must purge your heart from so many things. That's the only way you can remain sane. So peace of mind is priceless on that. So when you are married, for example, okay, it happens in life. Every marriage have its own ups and downs, but if two people have decided that they will make something to work, it will work. Okay, so if you hurt your partner or your partner hurts you, learn to forgive. Once you've learned to forgive, it helps to heal. Accept the truth that, oh, I'm wrong. Oh, I never thought, I never meant to do it this way. As opposed to living in denial. Those things can really help family to grow in life. But when you start living in denial, it's a challenge. So in marriage, okay, there's pride, there's hatred, there is there are so many things. Every case is different. There's ego. Every case is different. So when two parties are not able to handle these issues very, very well, it could bring a negative thought because the mind itself can be biased. So with a clean mind, you can decloud yourself from negative thoughts. Okay, because sometimes people think that somebody is responsible for your happiness. I do tell people nobody is responsible for your happiness. Trust me, nobody. Happiness is an inside job. Nobody is responsible for your happiness. You are the one that is responsible for your happiness. If you don't give yourself happiness, nobody will give it to you. Let me say, when I was in college in Nigeria, right? So a friend of mine was telling me, Henry, why don't you have a girlfriend in school? You're a very handsome guy, you're very smart, XYZ, you know. Why don't you have a girlfriend? So he says, I said, and I asked the guy, why should I have a girlfriend? He says, no, because they will make you happy. And I asked the guy, so are you telling me now that if the current girlfriend you have now is leaves you, that means you won't be happy? He was looking at me. And God being so kind, I had a book I was reading at that point in time. That book is by Bernstein. It says, happiness is an inside job. Happiness is an inside job. Okay. So, and I showed it to him. And I told him, what do you think? He thought twice. He says, yes, he agrees. So I told him, yes, girlfriends are good, but you have to give yourself happiness first. Once you have that happiness in you, they will come there to stabilize you. They will come there to, really build on it. But do not tell me that girlfriends are the ones that will make you happy in life. Okay? So that is just food for thought. So another area I want us to look about is the issue of life challenges. As human beings, we do experience so many challenges in life, so many challenges in life, so many challenges that can make you to feel that you are a victim of circumstances. What do I mean by that? Once in a while, this happen to you in life. You will think there's a problem from somewhere. Somebody's promoting you, or somebody's orchestrating your destiny, or somebody doesn't like your progress. It happens. As human beings, it happens. It happens. But if you're able to think out of the box, okay, and I still go back to that aspect of spirituality. If you are a Christian and you believe that nobody has control of your life, then you are on the path of freedom. If you should believe in God that nobody can kill you, nobody can take up your glory, nobody can take up your success, then you're on the path of freedom. But once you have in your mind that somebody is somewhere promoting you, somebody is trying to limit you from progressing, then you are limiting yourself and then you are limiting your God. Okay, so it is very, very important that you have to know what you want in this life. It is very, very important. Some people claim victim of circumstances. They have no job, they're not yet married, family is not in peace, they have no money. Why is everything happened to me? Hello? How about you thinking that this is life? How about you think this is life? Okay? So you have to think out of the box. Okay? Some people have this insecurity concept in their mind. Once you are insecure, trust me, you will lack confidence. Once you worry, you will lack peace. So once you play that victim mentality in your mind, it has a way of limiting you. Like I said earlier on, when I was in New York Law School, I was not performing well. I was screwing up in class. I was thinking somebody somewhere is not doesn't like me. In fact, I was saying, oh, this lecturer is racist because I was only black in the school. I was really black during the program. At a point in time, I started thinking, is somebody from Nigeria that is remoting my success, and I'm not going to I'm not going to progress. I'm not going to I'm not going to succeed. You know. So I have something from Mr. Joseph. He says, if you can't be happy on your own, then you don't deserve to be happy because you don't deserve a partner because you will be toxic and wait to your partner. That is true. If you're not happy, you can't give your partner happiness. That is true. So we all should make our partners happy. Okay, that is you are speaking to me, and I'm speaking to everybody. All right. So back to the conversation I was saying before. We all deserve to be happy. Happiness is priceless. So once you play that victim mentality in your mind, it has a way of limiting you. So, my friends, I'm going to be rounding up in a few minutes. Okay, but before I do that, I would like to summarize what I've been saying. So, if you have any question, feel free to really share with me. Okay, I'll be summarizing in a few minutes. But before I summarize, let me just put this word across to you. Negativity is centered on having an unforgiving spirit, which can implode you if not properly guided. Let me repeat that. Negativity is as a result of unforgiving spirits, which can implode your mindset if not properly guided. And what do I mean by that? Once you start having negative thoughts in your mind, you are giving yourself poison. When I mean poison, poison that grows without you knowing, it starts a little way to grow, and you will not know it is growing. It's just like those people who are having grudges in their mind because somebody has really offended them. And then they think that by having that grudges in their mind, they will hurt that person. No, if you're having grudges in your mind, you are keeping fire in your mind. You are keeping fire in your mind. So you are not doing that person a favor by having grudges in your mind. You are doing yourself a favor by freeing yourself. Because once you free yourself, you are freeing your mind. You will gain more opportunities, you will gain more blessings. And then even God, if you believe in God, will bless you. Because even as Christians, we're told that if your brother should hurt you, go and meet your brother. Go and meet your brother and ask for forgiveness. You will win that person. So that is humility. And God will bless you the more. And down the line, that person might come to really appreciate you because, oh, I screwed up. This guy would have been the one that would have helped me. Okay. But see me now, I'm the one really screwing up. Okay, so this is how it should be. So let us put it at the back of our mind that happiness is an inside job. Okay, and then when we do that, we're gonna accumulate a lot of blessings. So let me summarize all I've said in a minute. Okay, negative thoughts affect our emotions. Negative thoughts affect our psyche. I once read a book by Joyce Meyer, Managing Your Emotions. No, she talks about how we can manage our emotions, how we can manage our heart, how we can manage our feelings. Okay, so it is good for us to have that negative thoughts in our mindset, in our mind, and how we can really overcome it. To overcome that negative thoughts, you have to remove fear in your mind. Fear is like negative thoughts. Fear is like a belief. Yes, this is, you can see that fear in it, but you don't have to show people that fear. Because once you show that people that fear, that means you are insecure. They see your limitations. So insecurity makes you to lack confidence. But once you're insecure, you now take off that insecurity for your mindset, then you see yourself having confidence that you can do it. Let me share an example with you. When I was learning how to prepare taxes by a friend of mine, right? On the very first day, I was scared. What would I do? I hope I will not screw people's money. I don't want anybody to beat me up. But in my mind, I was like, you know what? I got this. I got this. I got this. And God being so kind, that confidence really helped me on my first day at work. And I now started to build on it. So fear is like a negative thought. If you allow fear to come into your body, it's going to limit you. Fear is like a belief. If you allow belief to, if you believe in something, it's going to work. So for you to limit negative thoughts in your mind, you have to stop feeding yourself some organic elements. So don't feed your belief, don't feed your doubts, don't feed your worries, don't feed your fears, because once you feed them, they have a way of impacting in your mindset. So how do we solve that problem? I said that you can solve that problem first by believing. That believing starts from the mind. You can play music, you can go to gym, you can have good friends, you can read books, you can even go to church and talk to your man of God or talk to people. These are the ways that you can limit negative thoughts, because as human beings, we're going to have thoughts in our mind every day. You're going to have thoughts in your mind, but it is how you believe, is what you believe in your mind that's going to make the difference. That is why I like a quote by Laetazio. Laetazio said, "What your thoughts, they become your words. What your words, they become your actions. What your actions, they become your habit. And what your habit, they become your character. And what your character, they become your destiny." So negative thoughts has no way in our life. It is just you that gives that fear. It is just you. If you are able to own it and say, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. That's it. And then you will have nothing else in your mindset to really weigh you. Okay. So I also talked about our life is like a container, you know. So it's whatever you put into that container that is going to work. So how can we now solve that problem of negativity? I mentioned about cleaning your heart, sanitizing your heart, purifying your soul, and purge your mind from anything that detracts you from achieving whatever you've planned in this life. If you have a friend that is not allowing that is not aligning with your thoughts, you have to separate yourself from that person. Anything that does not make you to grow, you have to detach yourself from it. And how do you detach yourself from it? How do you know when to separate? It's very easy. If your mind is not at peace in whatever you are doing, then you know there's something really wrong somewhere. Peace of mind is priceless. Peace of mind is priceless. So if you have a friend that is not making you to walk in the right direction, which you know internally is not the right thing for you, please just stay away from that person. So that is how you can purge yourself. It's just like we're told that we have to speak positively. Speak positively because there's power in the mouth. Once you speak, it has a way of coming into reality. Once you speak, the ground in which you are standing will stamp it. Once you speak, the wall will hear. See the wall here? See this wall is going to hear it. And when this wall hears it, it will now give it to the air. The air will now spread it. But once you speak negative words, it has a way. It's just like for those of us who are African, for who are Africans, we believe in culture. We believe in culture. So sometimes people will say, if your father or mother should curse you or lay a curse on you, it's gonna come into reality. I'm sorry to say it, because there's power in it. But if your father or mother should bless you, it will have effect, because guess what? Your father and mother were the ones that brought you into this world. So God gave them all your blessings. God gave them all your blessings. So if you decide to act funny to them, they will not bless you. But once you decide to act nice to them, they will bless you and give you goods upon goods and blessing upon blessings that can even go with you for life. So what am I trying to say? Is that we have to learn how to attract these blessings into our life. We have to learn how to attract these blessings into our life. Speak positively. There's power in your mouth. There's power in your thoughts. Let me share another example with you guys. When I was in New York Law School, I was experiencing a hard time doing my taxation course, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do in this course. I'm going to fail. And for those of you who have read my book, you will see, for example, that I've said this since over time in my book. If you have read my book, you will see how I said it. That in one of my classes, I was going for an exam. A friend of mine asked me, Henry, what do you think you will score during the exam? I said, well, in my mind, I know the best I can get is a D or a C. But because this girl is in Princeton, and I said, I'm looking at a B plus as the least, but I'm looking towards an A or A plus, A minus. It's okay, fairly good. But deep in my mind, I know that I'm not going to make that grade. And this exam was just 24 hours. In 24 hours time, I'll be having this exam. But guess what? When I did that exam, the least score I got was a B plus, and the highest score I got was an A minus. I got a scholarship of $3,000 from that course from my dean. I was shocked. That was the best grade I made there in that semester. So what I said came to reality. Not that I was good, but I think God and positivity has a way of playing a card in our life. Honestly, I didn't know how it happened, but that was my best grade. I got a 3.5 during that semester. So if you have read my book, you will see this thing that I'm saying right now. I wrote this book 3 years ago. So don't think I'm just saying it for the fun. No, this has happened, and it's in my book. So I want you guys to know that thinking positively has a way of making impact in your life. So, what are the gains that you will have when you have positive thoughts? You will have peace of mind. That is the ultimate gain you will have. And that peace of mind, I said, is priceless. It's priceless. Okay? So, let us have it at the back of our mind that peace of mind is something we should always work towards at any stage of our life for you to really make progress. So at this stage, I'm gonna open the platform open for anyone that has a question, and then I'll be glad to really share with you. So the floor is now open. You can come online, you can ask a question, or you can write. Okay, so I'm here with you guys. So feel free, okay, to answer questions. Okay, somebody saying, how can I get your book to purchase? All right, the book is online. It's on Amazon. Just Google Henry Okazo. You will see the book. Google Henry Okazo or Design Your Destiny, Actualizing Your Birthright to Success. So I'm going to write it for you here. You can Google Henry Okazo. Okay, and then you now put Design Your Destiny. Design Your Destiny. Design Your Destiny, Actualizing Your Birthright to Success. Yes. Once you go online, let's Google Henry Okazo, Design Your Destiny. You will get the book online, and then you will see most of my information. Okay, so today we are discussing about freedom from negative thoughts. Freedom from negative thoughts. Okay, so this is a social forum. I'm not like a teacher, but I feel I have some things to share with you guys, and this is what I have learned over time. So I'm here to answer your questions if you have any. So feel free to ask me any question you want to ask me, and I'll be glad to really answer it for you. We all need to really support ourselves in this life. So any way I can support anybody, I'll be glad to really support anybody. So feel free to really share with me. I'll be here again next week, hopefully same time, on another topic. Okay, so we can always share every now and then any information of interest that can really help us to really succeed. Feel free to ask me questions. I'm going to do another video, but this video I'm going to do right now will not be live. It will be on my YouTube account. It will be on the same topic, freedom from negative thoughts. Okay, I'm going to share just like 5 minutes video, just like a synopsis of all we've discussed today. Okay, and then we can really take it from there. Thank you, Murphy. I can see your message. Thanks so much for feeding our soul, mind, and body. It's very inspiring and a life-changing message. Thank you. I appreciate Murphy. The joy of life is not how happy you are, but how happy others can be because of you. Everybody goes through so many challenges. Trust me, I go through mine. You know, the difference is that we have a different way of managing our emotions. We have people we can reach out to. We have been able to read. Okay, reading has really helped me a lot, to really overcome so many things. And I listen a lot to people who are older than me and people who have advice. So it is not that I'm Socrates or I am Aristotle or I am a genius. No, I learn every day, and I have good friends. Okay, that also helps to teach me. So it's not that I have it together, but I thank God for the grace. I thank you for that kind words. So I don't know if anybody has any question to ask me. Otherwise, I think we're gonna call it a day, and then hopefully next week we shall resume with another topic. I don't know what I'm gonna be discussing next week, but if you have any topic of interest, feel free to let me know. But definitely, I'll have a topic of interest, and every week we shall be discussing. Okay, so thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Yes, Basholowo, next week we'll have another session. I don't know the topic yet, but definitely a topic will be out next week. Okay, it's ongoing. Oh, thank you, Clark, for buying the book. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And feel free to ask many questions. There's a lot of information in that book. There's a lot of information in that book. Trust me, it's very, very resourceful. For those of you who have seen me on the news, I've been on the news for some time in US. Yeah, that book was what took me to News 12 in the news. And I don't take it for granted. I give God the glory. Okay. So thank you once more for having your time, for having me, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thank you and God bless. One love.